So in this eye, you can see quite a bit of lymph stagnation. I see the orange and yellow color. That's candida and sulfur deposits. This is from eating processed foods, medication. It could be from any of those factors involved, or even the environment. But the yellow and orange indicate sulfur and candida potential. You look at the dark ring going around the pupil. That's called a skin ring. Indicates that your skin is not eliminating waste properly. Also indicates that your kidneys are not filtering waste properly. There's a dark ring going around here. That's called the malabsorption ring. Means you're malabsorbed. You're not absorbing nutrients as you should be. This is due to mucus plaque in the small intestines. This section right here are the bowels. You can see it's quite congested. The bowels is congested. It's one of the weak points. And the line going around the bowels is called the autonomic nerve wreath. Indicates weakness there as well. It shows poor digestion. You see the black ring. When it emanates inward, that means the stomach also has a congestion there as well. Has congestion, so it should be addressed. You can see rings going around. They are faint, but you can see them. That's called nerve rings. Indicates weak adrenal glands, which in line with the line going around the bowels here. That's the autonomic nerve wreath. Indicates weak digestion. So this is due to, in part, to weak adrenals, which controls peristalsis. If you look at the white dots across here, that's called lymphatic rosary. Indicates your lymph nodes are stagnant or moving towards the swollen side. And you can see they're quite prominent here, big ones, big yellow ones. That's lymph nodes, stagnant lymph nodes. The brain is congested as well. You can see the yellow-orange color. And here's the hair and scalp region, also congested as well. You want to take herbs to address that. You can notice that there's a bluish hue going around, bluish purple hue. Indicates that the body is acidic and cholesterol is being used to fight metabolic waste or to control the acidity. Red blood vessels right here indicate acidosis in the body and need to be addressed as well. So that should be cleaned up as well. There are fine lines leaching out the pupil called radii solaris. Indicates toxic tunnels of waste leaching out to other body parts and glands. It shows inflammation from the gut or toxic remains leaching out to the other body parts and glands from the gut. So the gut has to be cleaned as well. So this section right here is the pituitary gland. You can see it's quite compromised. Also yellow-orange color there. So this is the master gland, the gland that controls all the other endocrine glands. When it's weak, all tend to be weak. Here is the pineal gland, also congested of lymph. When it's congested, you're going to have issues with your sleep potentially and also hormonal issues as well. So you want to cleanse it. If you can't sleep currently, use the good night sleep formula to help you sleep. And here's the forehead region, the eyes, nose, mouth, jaw region. This is sinuses essentially. Take steps to clean the sinuses. You want to use an ear candling or an ear irrigation kit to clean the ears. You want to use a eyesight formula, wash your eyes. You want to make use of herbs for your nasal passage to clean the mucus out. True horseradish root, get the mucus out of the area. So right here are the tonsils. Okay, what that white dot is, the tonsils is what cleans the head of mucus or acids. So you want it nice and strong. And here's the parathyroid gland. When it's weak, you're going to have issues like varicose veins, spider veins, brittle hair, nail and skin, depression, weaker bones, etc. So let's clean up the endocrine glands by using the endocrine formula. Here is the thyroid. You can see the bit of the yellow-orange color here. That indicates weakness there. As I told you, the dark ring here indicates weak thyroid. So you can use the thyroid formula to address it. And here's the vocal cords, voice box, esophagus, and scapula, all congested of lymph. Take steps to clean this as well. Use the respiratory tea and tincture. Here's the upper back, here's the middle back region, and here's the lower back region, all congested of lymph as well. And the spine runs across here. You see the yellow dots here? So there's congestion there as well. Use the circulation formula. As I mentioned, here's the lower back region, and here's the bladder. You can see quite a bit of congestion here. They are close to the kidneys. When the kidneys don't filter out waste, the congestion backs up, and you have an issue here. So to clean this area, make sure you work on your kidney filtration. Right here is where the kidneys are located. You can see there's a bit of dark color. And here's the adrenal glands. The adrenals even weaker than the kidneys. So use 2 kidney formulas and adrenal gland formula. Adrenals are weak. I told you the line going around here is called the autonomic nerve wreath, controlled by the adrenals. And the nerve rings going around in circles around the eye is weak adrenal glands. Kidneys are weak because of the lymph stagnation. You see the cloud-like structure or look to the eye is due to weak kidney filtration. So cleanse that up. And here's where the left foot, knee, and thigh region is located as well. You want to use circulation down formula to address it and cleanse it. So right here is where the groin, the abdominal wall, and the pelvis regions are located, all congested of lymph. I would use circulation down formula to address it. And here is where the testes and the ovaries are located. If a male, use the male hormone balance formula. Female, use the female hormone balance formula to strengthen and cleanse this area. Right is where the spleen is located. You see quite a bit of congestion here. Beside it is the diaphragm, also congested, but the spleen, you see the yellow color here. Spleen is what cleans the blood, so you want it nice and strong. Here's where the left arm and hand regions are located. I will use circulation formula and the spleen formula to address it. Here's the chest, thorax, and rib sections, all congested of lymph. You want to use the respiratory tea and tincture to address it. And here's the lower and upper lung region as well, also congested of lymph. You want to use herbs to clean it, like the respiratory tea and tincture. The heart is also congested. You see right here, that's the heart, the dark color there. See this entire section right here. So use the cardiovascular formula to address it. Right here is where the shoulders, neck, and the ear sections are located. Okay, you can see the dark color there. So there's congestion here. If you clean the sinuses, as I mentioned here, this will take care of itself as well. Okay. And this is the mastoid, medulla, and cerebellum regions. The cerebellum controls or sends information from the brain to the rest of the body. When it's weak, they all tend to be weak. The communication is weak. Sorry. The mastoid and medulla control dizziness, balancing, etc. So you want it nice and strong. Use the circulation formula and the respiratory tea and tincture to help remove the mucus. Right is where the hypothalamus is located. You see quite a bit of congestion here. The hypothalamus controls your thyroid in part, also controls sensory information from the outside world to the brain. It controls hunger and thirst as well. So you want to cleanse it up. Use the endocrine formula to address it. So overall, this eye, what's present to me are the bowels, the kidneys, the lymphatic system. They have weaknesses there. Also, the thyroid should be strengthened and cleansed. Just general acidosis in the body, and this needs to be cleansed. You can see with the red blood vessels right here. If you do that, the eye color would change to a much lighter brown, and this yellow and orange will go away. Sulfur and candida takes a little bit of time, so don't expect a massive change in the color of the eye, because sulfur is very hard to get rid of, and candida, a potential candida, sorry. But you see progress and you feel fantastic as you go along.